Welcome to RetroLogic. I'm Dan Caporello, and I'm here with all the guys, all the dudums. We're all here. We made it through the ice and snow, through sleet and hail and frozen tires, stuff, whatever you have out there. We've got Sam Wagers, we've got John Cummins, and we have Shannon Eno, and I'm so glad we're all together because this week we're talking Virtual Boy. Oh, VB. Virtual Boy. Even Nintendo's talking about Virtual Boy these days. It's in the zeitgeist.
Kind of came at the right time, like their announcement. We're doing an episode kind of on it.
I know. It's weird how the timing just randomly works out like that. But RetroLogic isn't just a podcast. It's a whole community of retro gamers. We've got an active, friendly, and free Discord you can join. We've got giveaways. We've got contests. And you can dive deep into our family of retro-themed podcasts. We've got RetroGroove, our music podcast, On Topic Retro, a podcast dedicated to one video game per episode, hosted by our very own John Cummins. And we have FilmLogic, which is self-explanatory. And you can find all of that lovely stuff over at our website, which I got running. Everybody, you're welcome. RetroLogic.games is the URL. Go over there and enjoy the website that I threw together. Much cleaner, much sleeker, much easier to find what you're looking for, and much less expensive for me. So that I like that.
It's a win.
Wins all around. Yeah. Speaking of our other podcasts, we've got a few things going on around the retro sphere. Sam, you're streaming Armored Core and Path of Radiance. Is that still going on?
Yeah, at least 2 weeks in a row. I've done 2 streams a week. So Monday, Mega Monday, formerly, was when I streamed Mega Man. Now it is Mecha Monday, so I stream Armored Core. And I'm
very nice.
Most of the way through the first Armored Core game. They're not that long, so it's like a 6-hour playthrough. Was really stuck on one mission today that was annoying because I was trying to get the hidden part and clear the mission, and it's a defense mission, and you have to abandon the objective you're trying to defend in order to get the hidden part, which was a little bit difficult. So
that makes the challenge.
I eventually got it, though. Yeah, I eventually got it. And most of them after that weren't so bad. So, the last one I did actually was another hidden part. That's where you get the moonlight, which is in every game. It's always the best laser blade. So that's always fun. And yeah, I've been keeping up with Path of Radiance too. I am kind of afraid it's going to make me want to replay Radiant Dawn, but we'll see.
Yeah, good luck finding that if you don't already have it.
I just have to get my brother to finally give it back to me.
Oh.
Yeah. Either way, challenges all around. Good stuff. And then, John, we've got a on-topic retro episode coming up for Phantom Hourglass, one of my least favorite Zelda games of all time. So
we're gonna hash all that out. Apparently, a lot of people feel that way. Coming back to it 20 years later, I'm actually not as down on it as I was originally. The big thing for me was just the Ocean King temple is still a mess.
Really, the only reason I didn't like it, to be fair.
Well, and they try to give you some shortcuts to try to alleviate some of that, but the first probably 6 or 7 floors, even with shortcuts, still take time to go through. I feel like I spend an hour or so in each time I go in, and I'm like, this should not be this difficult. This should not be like a brand new temple every time I come into this thing.
Both of those games, Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks, which I really enjoyed Spirit Tracks for what it was. But both of those games could go for a Link's Awakening style remake with quality of life improvements. I think.
Yeah, I definitely think. I think they could easily put them, on a device that is not touchscreen dependent, and give them actual regular controls. And there was a time where I would say that Nintendo will never do that. Yeah, but I mean, I think you could still get away. Like, there's nothing the touch controls are doing that would be taken away if you remove them.
As long as I can mark my map, I like doing that. That was fun.
But I was going to say, there was a time where I would say that Nintendo would never deviate from those control styles, but we saw it in Skyward Sword, so
yeah,
I could easily see them coming back to a traditional, design with it and not have to change too many things with the game.
For sure.
And
it's a top-down Zelda.
Yeah, and for that episode, we do plan to do both games, and I'm currently replaying.
Oh, really?
I feel like they're small enough, and they kind of make sense to go to do them together. So we're gonna do that in one big chunk. I feel like it's appropriate.
Uh-oh. We got kids showing up late at night.
We got invaders. They're coming to
my
get
son.
me.
My son almost invaded, but we started late, so we missed that. All right, so we also have RetroGroove, which just launched its Album of the Year episode, doing albums from 1975, 85, 95, all the way up to 2025, all the fives. And that's a really fun listen. I love their Album of the Year episodes. It's always a nice look back. And then FilmLogic is doing something called Woodchipper Massacre. I don't know what to... I
don't know how they just pick these movies off of Tubi and just...
Yeah.
They are not going for the well-known movies. We'll just put it that way. They find things that I don't think were ever actually meant for human consumption.
Which is...
they
do bring to light some things.
I'm thinking that title just reminds me of a scene in Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
Yes, it does.
There we go. There we go.
Wow. All right. Well, that's what's going on in the old retrosphere. Without too much left to talk about on this end, let's go ahead and jump into our Price is Retro. If this is your first time playing The Price is Retro, here's how we play. I'm going to list off 4 or 5 games, and everyone has to guess how much the lot of those games is worth in total. Whoever's the closest to the actual value wins that round. Everyone has their own list, and everyone else guesses on each other's lists. At the end, the player that won the most rounds wins that episode. But watch out, we've got our Rampage squad. We have the robot, Deus Guess Machina. He averages all of our guesses together. Our dinosaur, Leonard, he adds up the original cost of the original retail value cost. And our ghost, Poltergeist, and he always guesses 300. And if you're new to the podcast, all these names were created by our community for these characters. That's why they're so silly. Not that
you're
anything
back,
else
we
we
can
do is
pronounce
silly.
them.
Yeah, exactly. yeah. It's only been 5 years. It's fine. Great. So let's go ahead and jump right in. I guess it doesn't matter what order we go in, but we'll go ahead and start with Shannon.
All right. So I am kind of continuing on with my classics categories, where I take a system. Up until now, it's always been Nintendo systems. But today we're jumping into the Sega Genesis in honor of the Sega Genesis and games that I have packed up and sent on away to a new home. Found a buyer. But the Sega Genesis really is a great system with some great classic games on it. So all these games are in complete in-box condition.
How many you got, Shannon?
I've got 5.
Okay. That just makes it easier for me. I can actually think about the value of the games and not what you're spitting at me to put in the sheet.
There we go. All right. The first one is Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Dan's favorite, Sam's least favorite.
Complete in box?
Complete in box.
Is there a difference between the pack-in Sonic 2 and the...
This is not a not for retail or not for resale version, just the straight up Sonic.
To answer your question, John, not really.
Well, I know price-wise, there's probably not. I just couldn't remember if there was actually like a variant that was not for resale or if they had it.
There is. There is.
Second game is Rocket Knight Adventures. Third game is Streets of Rage 2. The fourth game is Golden Axe 2.
They made a second one?
Yeah.
There's several.
Three of them in there.
And the fifth game is Beyond Oasis, winner of our Sega Genesis Game of the Year. 30.
Yeah. Ooh, that changes things.
All right, who is going first?
Sam is guessing first.
Okay. I've got 325.
Okay. And then my guess is 440.
I'm going to say 275.
So I believe Sam has this one. Actual retail, or actual, not actual retail, actual
Got the Trebek
value. Yeah, exactly. I just was going right on there.
Actual
$357.74.
Okay.
So Sam was pretty close.
Yeah.
Breakdown: Sonic the Hedgehog 2, $17.79. Rocket Knight Adventures, $56.62.
Oh.
Streets of Rage 2, $65.48. Golden Axe 2, $57.38. And Beyond Oasis, $160.47.
You know, it's pretty close on most
Streets
of these.
of Rage 2 is that much. That's the one that I was off on. I had that about like $20 lower.
I doubled the value of Rocket Knight. I think that came down because I had it at like 100.
It has come down a little bit, yeah.
Crazy.
It used to be up around $100 for a complete.
Yeah.
Good deal. So Sam won?
Sam won that one.
Sweet. Good deal, Sam. Good job. All right. Sam, it's your list.
All right. Well, speaking of doing math, I've got a math-themed list. Starting with I Love Math for the PC.
Oh, no. Loose?
Yes. I Love Math for the PC, loose. Next, we have Wizard of Id's Whiz Math for the ColecoVision, also loose.
Wizard of Id?
Wizard of Id's Whiz
like
Math.
My psychology id?
Yes.
Okay, good.
As opposed to the ego or the super ego.
Right.
So I feel like math is more of an ego thing, but whatever.
Yeah.
Basic Math for the Atari 2600, loose. Math Blaster in the Prime Adventure for the Nintendo DS, complete.
What in the world?
And lastly, because you couldn't make this list without it, Donkey Kong Jr. Math for the NES, loose.
I mean, all right, well, it's my guess first. I'm going to say $55.
Oh, wow. Am I next?
Yes.
I'm going to say $500.
We got 55,
awesome.
We got 500, okay.
Wow. Okay. Well, I had one.
Do I hear 5,000?
No, I had $105.
Hit it right down the middle.
105. Okay. Well, I think John is the closest. The total is $460 and 13 cents.
All right.
So the
I
breakdown.
had $1 on two of these, so that's how much I know.
Donkey Kong Jr. Math is a very pricey
I
game.
Love Math for the PC is $1.61. So you were right on
close.
that one.
I did get that one right.
Wizard of Id's Whiz Math for the ColecoVision loose, $270.
Okay, I wasn't even close.
Wow.
Basic Math for the Atari 2600 loose, $15.38. And Math Blaster in the Prime Adventure for the DS Complete, $5.79. And Donkey Kong Jr. Math for the NES loose, $167.35.
I didn't realize that one was so high. That's nuts.
I think it's come down. I think it used to be a lot more valuable than that.
I thought I saw it recently for like 50. I'm going crazy.
Oh wow! I was going to say I was overvaluing Donkey Kong Jr. Math. I had no idea that computer game was worth that much.
Yeah,
never undervalue Donkey Kong. That's the lesson here.
Or the ColecoVision game.
Mm-hmm.
Follow my own rule. All right. So who won that one?
I did.
John did. Great. Perfect. So it is now my list. So we've got a Virtual Boy episode, and I thought about different things I could do for Virtual Boy, and I landed on doing other failed handheld hardware. So enjoy. We have the Tiger Gamecom Pocket Pro complete in box. We have the Nokia N-Gage QD edition complete in box. We have the Wonder Swan Skeleton Black version, non-color edition. This is just the basic black and white one, complete in box. And the Gizmondo. Anybody remember Gizmondo? Oh man, I wanted one of these so bad. And the thing about the Gizmondo is I couldn't find a reliable price for a complete in box on this one, so I went loose because there were plenty of loose sales, but not. There was like one complete in box sale in the past year, and I was like, I don't want to trust that. So loose price for the Gizmondo, but everything else is complete in box. And then I
think I guess first.
So John goes first, yeah.
I think I'm going to say $325.
Okay. And then Shannon?
All right. Well, I have 800, which is just a shot in the dark.
Great.
I have 900.
Whew. Actual retail price is $1,262. So that's Sam all day. Unless maybe retail, but I don't think these are not that expensive.
Retails. I don't even have a way to calculate that.
One of these,
I don't have Gizmondo on my sheet.
Yeah,
for anything.
One of these was a clear outlier, which surprised me, which must have shot up recently because I didn't think it was that crazy. So the Tiger Gamecom was $218. The Wonder Swan, black and white Wonder Swan Skeleton Black Edition was $212. The loose Gizmondo is $147. The Nokia N-Gage QD edition is $684.
Oh my word!
Why?
Is that just the QD edition? Or
yeah, yep.
Okay.
The other older edition is much cheaper.
See, I padded it because I was like, these are too specific, and like one of these is just going to be that edition that nobody can find.
Yeah, the older N-Gage edition, like the cheaper one or whatever, the first edition, because they re-released it. The one where you held it like a taco on your face, that one's like $150. That one's like cheaper, but the QD is the one everybody wants because it's much better in like every way. Also, in the original, you had to remove the battery to change games. Like, what are we doing, N-Gage? Have you used a Game Boy? Like, what's happening?
Yeah, they didn't know what they were doing.
That's why nobody wants that one. Everybody wants the QD. So that's why $1,262.50 because of the old N-Gage. But
it's two for Sam.
Yeah, as I say, Sam has the win.
In the lead.
Definitely Sam win.
Just due to me winning one that took the Rampage out of it.
Yeah.
But we'll do my list anyway.
Let's go.
So I have 4 games here. These are all early strategy RPG games. They're all on Super Nintendo. They're all complete in box.
Oh, gosh.
The first
Remember,
one
that
is
cardboard is expensive.
yes.
Seriously.
The first game is Gemfire. Super
What?
Nintendo complete in box.
What is that?
The second game is Inindo. Inindo, I guess, is what it is.
Inindo.
Super Nintendo complete in box. The third game is Liberty or Death. Super Nintendo complete in box. And the fourth game is Romance of the Three Kingdoms 2 for the Super Nintendo complete in box.
Goodness gracious.
I think it's your turn to go first, Dan.
Actually, I think it's my turn.
It's
I haven't
Shannon's
gone first.
Oh, yeah, it's yours. That's right.
All right. I'm just going to throw out $650.
Good. Sam?
$245.
I've got $800.
Okay. Sam undercut the you went over the dino by $5, so you wiped the dino out. But the total is $378.02.
Yeah, I don't know.
Wow.
So I guess really the Ghost took that one, right?
Yeah.
Bummer.
Mm-hmm.
Sam still won, though.
Let's see, 370.
Yep. Victory for humanity. Once again.
That's right. That's right.
So the breakdown of my list, Gemfire for the Super Nintendo complete in box, $82.99. This game was also released on NES, and this was an end-of-life NES game, and not very many of them out there, and I think it's like almost $300 complete in box on the NES.
Yeah. That's probably what I was thinking.
Nintendo for the Super Nintendo complete in box, $91.91.
That much? Wow.
Yeah. Complete.
I know loose, it's pretty cheap.
Loose is pretty cheap. Yeah, it's like $20.
I overestimated that one complete.
Liberty or Death complete in box, $126.12.
That's pretty.
I
close
see
on
this
that
one occasionally, and I didn't know exactly what it was until I looked it up. So the next time I see this one, I might actually pick this game up.
It's a Koei game. It's basically Romance of the Three Kingdoms if it was set during the American Revolution.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't say this, but all these are Koei games.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And then Romance of the Three Kingdoms 2 is $77 even.
It was that second game
right.
that got me. I was way too high on it.
So yeah,
Well,
Sam
okay.
wins. I
Well
guess
done,
Sam
Sam.
won all the rounds technically
Very
because
good.
Poltergeist is actually Sam anyway.
That's right. That's right. We have
I'm the
decided that
original.
Sam's Ghost.
I'm the original Poltergeist. This is my first Price is Retro win. That's what I did. I just guessed
Going all
300
300.
every time.
Well,
right.
just for
It
funsies, we do have one more list. Flightsy did send in a list that was on a previous episode that got erased from the ether by techno ghosts, possibly Poltergeist. We don't know. So we're gonna do it now again because none of us remember these games or prices because we've slept since then.
And I
So
wasn't
we're going to
there.
do it again in honor of Flightsy and his continued support of our shenanigans. And John wasn't there, so if he wins, it's a genuine, victory. All right, so let's rock and roll here. We've got, he says, I've got a Christmas-themed Price is Retro list for the next episode. And here we go. This is all spoiler tagged, so I don't spoil it for myself again. All right, game number 1. Christmas Nights into Dreams for Sega Saturn, complete in box. And I'm going to guess here too. So, oh, excuse me. I am burpy tonight. Game number 2, Outlaw Golf 9 Holes of Christmas for the Xbox. Game number 3, Christmas Collection for the ZX Spectrum, complete in box. Game 4, You Sing Christmas Favorites for the CDI. No, You Sing Christmas Favorites. No, You. Game 5, Cthulhu Saves Christmas for the Switch, complete in box. That seems like one of those games that's like, oh, indie complete in box. They never don't make it anymore, so it's $1 million. And game 6, Christmas Seaman for the Japanese Dreamcast. That's something I need to track down. I feel like that's something I should own. All right, does everybody have their numbers? Let's get our numbers in. Yeah, let's just go down the list again. Shannon, why don't you go first?
All right. I have $1,500.
Okay. And Sam?
I have $1,300.
Oh, Lord. I have $370. So
I'm going to go 800. Just, I have no clue on these games.
Yeah. Most of these are shots in the dark for me, too. I am interested in Christmas Seaman, though. All right, let's get some prices. So I'll go down the list first, and we'll do a total at the end. Christmas Nights into Dreams is $89. Outlaw Golf is $6.99. Christmas Collection for ZX Spectrum is $18.33. You Sing Christmas Favorites is $43.98. Cthulhu Saves Christmas is $37.53, and Christmas Seaman is $54.56 with a total of $250.39. And I won.
I was for some reason in my head I was thinking it was way higher than that the last time we did.
I think that was every other list that game.
Yeah, it must be.
It was crazy high.
So obviously we did not remember. So
that is
yeah. And even if I cheated, who cares? Sam won. So, but I didn't. I did promise I didn't. But that's Price is Retro. Thank you, Flightsy. We appreciate you. We wanted to make sure your list got on the show, even though the old one was deleted. Excellent. I'm now going to go eBay Christmas Seaman and see why that exists. Oh my God! There's an entire console. Like, there's an entire red Seaman themed console
in Japan.
Yeah, I didn't even know.
Yeah, I don't know why
he wears a Santa hat and grows a beard.
2-color Dreamcast. That's it.
I know. Oh well. Well, we have a couple other games to play tonight, thanks to our hosts. Sam's got a Spot the Fake for us.
Okay. Yeah, so
this is a Spot the Fake, not a Spot the Real, right?
Spot the Fake. So previously on the Ghost episode, I had you spot fake Mega Man special weapons. Last time I had John and Shannon spot fake Armored Core soundtrack titles.
And we didn't miss a single one.
This time, yeah, between the two of you didn't miss a single one. And this time we're going to look at Earthbound. So I am going to, in each round, I am going to name 5 enemies from Earthbound, except one of them is fake. I will note, actually, all of these, except the fakes, are from Earthbound. So there's nothing from Mother 3 or Earthbound Beginnings in this list. All actually Earthbound original. So, without further ado, we have
those games at some point.
We have round 1, which is going to be all human enemies.
Fight.
We have number 1, Cranky Lady. Number 2, Annoying Reveler. Number 3, Restless Youth. Number 4, New Age Retro Hippie. And number 5, Unassuming Local Guy.
I'm going with Unassuming Local Guy.
I know.
I'm pretty sure most of those struck a memory within me.
Yeah.
I'm going with...
Even having not played these games, I know that Retro Hippie is an enemy. But I was leaning toward... Can you list them off again?
Number 1, Cranky Lady. Number 2, Annoying Reveler. Number 3, Restless Youth. Number 4, New Age Retro Hippie. Number 5, Unassuming Local Guy.
I'm going to go Restless Youth.
Dan is correct. The fake
Really?
is Restless Youth.
I could have sworn that sounded familiar.
Guy is real.
Huh.
You got to watch Sam on these. Sam is
going to be patched in later. Don't worry.
Clever.
That's why I like making these. It's fun. All right, we got round 2, all UFOs. We have number 1, Lil UFO. Number 2, Cute Lil UFO. Number 3, High Class UFO. Number 4, Adorable UFO. And number 5, Beautiful UFO.
Can you just list the adjectives?
Little, that's L-I''L. Cute little, high class, adorable, and beautiful.
I'm gonna go.
I feel like high class doesn't fit in this.
Got a guess for
so
high class.
Little,
a guess for beautiful.
Little and cute little are two
little.
Different.
Yes, it's number 1 and number 2.
Yeah, that feels pretty specific. I think I'm gonna go little.
Looks like I stumped you all on this one.
Oh.
The fake is the adorable UFO.
Darn.
The rest are all real. So these are all kind of palette swaps. The cute little UFO looks exactly like the little UFO, except it has a ribbon.
Oh gosh.
And then the others are basically color changes of those two.
Yeah.
But adorable
cute
UFO
little
is
and
the
adorable are the same thing. So that would have been that should have tipped me off.
All right, round 3. These are all fauna or animals. We have number 1, reckless armadillo. Number 2, manly fish. Number 3, manly fish's brother. Number 4, mole playing rough. Number 5, master criminal worm.
Oh man. Freaking Earthbound.
They all could be easily be in there.
I love her.
Yeah,
Say one more.
yes.
List them one more time.
No, reckless armadillo, manly fish's brother, mole playing rough, and master criminal worm.
I could see him having manly fish's brother and not having manly fish.
I was almost thinking the same thing.
I think manly fish.
I'm going worm. I'm going master criminal worm.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with John on this one. I was thinking the same thing. So, manly
I
fish.
stumped you again.
Oh, gosh.
The fake is the reckless armadillo.
Reckless armadillo.
No armadillos of any kind, really.
No
You would
Dylan
expect
in this
them in
rolling
Dusty
West.
I
Distance
knew the
Desert,
mole.
but no.
I knew for a fact the mole was in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, mole playing rough is in there.
Yeah.
All right, round 4. I've got 5
Reckless
rounds
armadillo.
total, so you've got 2 more. So I
You're a
guess you can
reckless
still
armadillo.
win if you get 3 out of 5, right? Aim for 3 out of 5.
Right, I'm winning right now because we've all been stumped.
Dan has
We've
one.
all been stumped
Dan has
except for one.
Out of sheer
Dan's
luck.
the one who hasn't played the game.
Yeah.
Round 4 is inanimate objects.
Okay, I got
We
this.
have number 1, scalding coffee cup. Number 2, mystical record. Number 3, crazed sign. Number 4, haunted toilet. And number 5, noose man.
Noose man?
I'm going to do
Noose
haunted toilet.
I think I'm going to go crazed sign.
I want to say noose man, but also it's freaking Earthbound. So can you list them off again?
Scalding coffee cup, mystical record, crazed sign, haunted toilet, and noose man.
All right, I'm going to crazed sign. Noose man exists for sure.
Noose man does exist. So does crazed sign.
Dang.
The fake is the haunted toilet. So
Yes.
Oh.
I remembered the
Now
sign.
there is
It's not a Zelda
an
game.
enemy in Mother 3 called the men's room sign, and funnily enough, it is like one of the strongest enemies in the game. It can use PSI Starstorm. I don't know why, but it can use PSI Starstorm.
Yep.
All right, final round.
I
This
just so
is,
wanted haunted toilet to exist.
I do too.
It does, it's in Zelda.
There is a stinky ghost. It's just not in a toilet.
Stinky
it's in a garbage
ghost.
can. Yes.
not
He's in
anymore.
Threed. Final round. I don't even have a category for this. We have number 1, existential terror. Number 2, abstract art. Number 3, French kiss of death. Number 4, carefree bomb. And number 5, crested bucca.
I'm going with the French kiss of death.
I don't even know. I'm too distracted by your cat right now.
Can you list them off again?
Existential Terror, Abstract Art, French Kiss of Death, Carefree Bomb, and Crested Booka.
I'm going Abstract Art.
Existential Terror.
The fake is the Existential Terror.
Let's go!
Wow.
Yes.
Dan
it's
wins.
too long of a word. Kids
points.
don't know what existential means.
Kids didn't play Earthbound either.
Right?
This is
Except for Sam.
purely mind games with Sam for me right now, because this could all just be farce, but it's all mind games with Sam.
Well played. That was good.
Had to get one of Earthbound in there, so I don't know. Maybe somebody else is inspired. They can do a spot the fake list next time.
Wonderful. Yeah, maybe I'll do like Kremlings or something. But I feel like everybody knows those, so I don't know. Shannon, you also had a game, right?
Just a quick little thing to... one of the other things we're going to be kind of talking about a little bit is touching on the Super Nintendo in a way. So I thought we could do a quick little trivia game of how well we actually know the Super Nintendo. So... the first question, I got two questions here. Can you name the best-selling non-Nintendo first-party game on the Super Nintendo?
Non-Nintendo first party?
The first, yes. Best-selling non-Nintendo.
It's got to be Street Fighter 2. It's got to be Street Fighter 2. Like... I don't even know what's a close second to that.
Let's say it's either that or a Mortal Kombat game.
No, I think Street Fighter 2 would outsell Mortal Kombat on Super Nintendo.
Like, yeah, I think Mortal Kombat was too fragmented. There's like 4 of them.
Yeah, but
I guess
Street Fighter 2 had 4 versions of the same game.
Yeah, that's true. But
do all those count together?
Street Fighter 2 is a pack-in too. In Japan, I guess. Is this worldwide or North America?
I believe this is worldwide.
I'm sticking with Street Fighter 2.
That's probably a good guess.
And you guys are correct. It is Street Fighter 2, which was the 5th best-selling game in the Super Nintendo's library with 6.3 million. So the top 10 were Donkey Kong Country 3, which is a late Super Nintendo game. So the fact that it made top 10 tells you something about those Donkey Kong Country games.
Are the Donkey Kong Country games not first party?
No, he's just saying the top 10.
Oh, I'm just saying the top 10 of all. Yeah.
Yeah. Go for it.
Street Fighter 2 Turbo was 9th. Yoshi's Island was 8th. Zelda Link to the Past 7. Donkey Kong Country 2 6th. Street Fighter 2 5th. Super Mario Kart 4th. Donkey Kong Country 3rd. Super Mario All-Stars 2nd, and Super Mario World being, of course, the number 1 because, of course, it was the pack-in game that most of us got when we got our Super Nintendos. Which leads me into my second question. Can you name... So, obviously, almost everybody that got the pack-in, most of us got that. Either Super Mario World or the Super Mario World / Mario All-Stars game. Can you name 4 other games that were at some point packaged with the Super Nintendo over the years?
Mario Kart, Link to the Past,
Street Fighter 2, Donkey Kong Country.
Donkey Kong Country, yeah.
I should have made it a lot harder. You guys got that. Can you name any more?
Yoshi's Island.
Did they do a Mario Paint?
They did do a Mario Paint, yes.
Boom.
Actually, I have a fun factoid.
With the mouse and everything.
Donkey Kong Country 2 is the highest selling Super Nintendo game that was never a pack-in.
Correct.
Yeah.
I almost asked that question, but I thought Dan would know it immediately.
Absolutely.
Steer clear of the Donkey Kong questions around here.
Let's go. Donkey Kong Country trivia. That'd be great.
So the list I have of other package games, some of them you guys got, most of them.
The Japanese stuff gets me.
Yeah, Super Mario All-Stars, Donkey Kong Country, Super Mario Kart, Street Fighter 2, which says PAL only.
Yeah.
Super Mario
PAL
World
only?
2. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Star Fox.
Oh, I
That's
forgot
right.
Star Fox had a pack.
Yeah.
Killer Instinct apparently
Yes,
had
I remember
one.
that too. Yeah.
That one surprised me. Mario Paint, Kirby Superstar, Tetris Attack.
Man,
Ken-
they were going crazy.
Yeah, Ken Griffey Jr. presents Major League Baseball.
Yeah, Mariners.
And, of course, Super Metroid.
Oh.
I did not know Super Metroid had
In
a
the
pack.
U.S.?
According to this. It doesn't specify. I'm assuming
that has
so,
to be
though, yeah.
Japanese. It has to
Well,
be Japan. There's no
I don't
way.
think so.
I've
'Cause
never
Metroid
seen
doesn't
that.
do Japan very well.
Yeah.
I know, but it definitely didn't come out in North America.
Look it up. I might have to try to find that box if it did. That'd be a nice one.
It looks like it was the U.S.
Find me a box. Where is that?
Maybe I can sell one of my complete NESs and get one.
Oh, look, here it is.
Did you find one? I was just gonna say I could put one in
yeah.
chat, but
It has a sticker on it. That's
yeah,
why
it's just
it's
a Super
kind
Metroid game
yeah.
pack inside.
Yeah.
That's kind of a bummer. Of course, the Mario Kart one was a sticker, and Zelda was a
Yeah.
sticker.
Yeah,
That's
But-
crazy.
I don't think they reprinted. They didn't want to reprint the
It doesn't
box.
look like it's super rare. That Donkey Kong Country box, though. Y'all seen that Donkey Kong Country box? That's a
Oh
box.
yeah, that one
Yeah.
is. Killer Instinct,
yeah.
I think, is also a complete
Yeah.
change of the box,
that's cool.
Yeah.
if I remember right.
Did it only come with one controller?
Which one?
Yeah.
The
It's the smaller
Metroid
box. It's like the
and some
later
of the other
edition.
ones. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh, Super Metroid was a junior.
No, it doesn't
No,
look like
but
it's a junior.
It was just a
looks
smaller
like it
bundle box.
comes only
Oh,
with
the
one
one
controller.
controller.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, single
Makes
player
sense.
game.
Yeah, that one makes the most sense.
Yeah,
It's only one bundled. It's only one player for the most part.
right. Huh. All right,
That's cool though.
that's the game.
Very
Sweet.
cool. Love it. Thanks, guys. Fun stuff. Well, since we don't have any more games to do, let's go ahead and talk about our show topic. Kind of a mishmash of a show topic. I know John is gonna give us a rundown on his playthrough of Wario
Land.
Wario Land on the Virtual Boy.
Yep.
Yeah, which is also going to be launching with the Nintendo NSO Virtual Boy
Yeah, I beat
Stuff
it by a month
on
or so.
February 17th.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just off the cuff today. I'm doing so well. I'm so proud of myself.
Small victories.
My intuition is just on point. I should buy a lottery ticket. Yeah, we've also got the SN Operator coming out, which is a great product by a company that we have a lot of positive stuff to say about. Yeah, lots of stuff coming up on the next segment, so stay tuned. Okay, and we're back. Yeah, we have a bit of a laundry list of things to chat about. We probably won't spend a ton of time on any of these. Actually,
And we talked about the SN Operator just a little bit.
You know what's
last
funny? Sorry.
episode. Oh,
We
yeah,
don't
go ahead.
have a laundry list. These are two things. And Sam was so kind to make these notes for me and made me a list of things to talk about each thing. But really, it's just two things. It's the SN Operator and the Virtual Boy. So let's do the SN Operator. We'll kick off with that.
Yeah, we talked a little bit about it in the last episode. Just but more in just the fact that it was coming out. But we Sam found some more information about.
This is just all from their website.
Yeah, that we thought might be kind of interesting to talk about.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, they have a lot of details on here. So I guess pre-orders are currently sold out, which is, sad face if you didn't already snag one. But I know that Epilogue is really good about having fresh supply. And I know I got my Game Boy Operator when they came out, like after launch, and it was like less than a month before they had more stock. So I'm sure they'll kick those back up pretty soon.
For sure.
And it's really cool. They're going to have Super Scope and mouse support. I'm curious how well Super Scope is going to work, because it's still a light gun, right?
Well, I think you use the mouse as the Super Scope.
Yeah, that's what they say. They say using the mouse for both. So you put the operator, plug it into your PC, and you can use your mouse as a mouse. You can also use your mouse as a Super Scope.
That's right, because there's no controller ports on that thing, right? You can't.
No.
Okay.
And I will say that Super Scope games with the mouse are probably going to be like cheating almost.
Point and click.
It's going to be pretty. Yeah, it's going to be pretty pared down basic if you're using the mouse. Like your reflexes are so much faster, and you're not having to aim anymore. You're just point and clicking.
Yeah, that's funny. I remember with the Game Boy Operator, one thing we asked them when we had them on was. Like if I have like Yoshi's Tilt and Tumble, like can you enable the like gyroscope in that game so I can tilt my cartridge and and play like that. And I don't know if they ever like got back to me about that, or maybe that's not really possible because all they're doing is kind of dumping the ROM and then playing it off the PC.
I don't think it has to have that. I think you can just, if you're using the cartridge, I think it's all built in there.
I'm almost positive it's dumping the ROM 100% of the time.
Well, because
I don't know why they can't activate the cartridge.
I've seen people do that with the GameCube, like just pick their GameCube up and turn it.
Yeah, but the GameCube's playing it off the cartridge. That's what I'm saying.
Well, the Game Boy, I'm not sure that the Game Boy player is it reading the cartridge natively? I'm not 100%
I'm almost positive it's just a Game Boy Advance shoved underneath the GameCube.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah,
I don't know, because the GameCube doesn't have like internal memory. It's just like not enough to play a Game Boy Advance game off of.
Yeah,
but that's really funny that you mentioned people picking up their GameCubes.
Yeah, playing WarioWare Twisted with it that way and all kinds of stuff.
That was a question I had for them about the Game Boy Operator, so I wonder if I don't even know how you would. Who cares about Super Scope? I guess
not very many people.
Yeah.
How many games made use of it? Even
I think there's only like
10, Yoshi's Safari
8 or 9.
Yeah,
it's less than 12.
I didn't realize it was
Combat
12. Yeah. There's that Aerosmith game.
Yeah, Revolution X.
Battle Clash and its sequel, Metal whatever.
Metal
Falcon's
Clash.
Revenge, yeah.
Metal
Combat Falcon's Revenge. That's
Metal Combat.
My horror story is buying Battle Clash at Kibi Toys for like $5 in the bin and not knowing it was a Super Scope game and getting it home and being like devastated. I can't play this dumb game.
Yeah, I had 2 Super Scopes and I sold one to Moses. I don't think I've ever even used the one that I have, like the nice one that I have.
Yoshi's Safari is the only reason to.
It just seems way less comfortable, in thought, than just holding the zapper.
It's like a bazooka.
I don't know why you would. I don't know.
It
looks
as
cool.
a kid, I would have loved it.
Yeah.
So just going back real quick, I did look it up for us from Epilogue. They state that it does read, dump, and play the game using the built-in emulator tilt control. Because the Game Boy Operator GB Operator is a stationary device, you cannot physically tilt the cartridge to play. However, in tilt-sensitive games like Yoshi Topsy Turvy and Kirby Tilt and Tumble, the directional buttons, D-pad, are often used to simulate the tilting action in emulation. Or you can map the motion controls to analog sticks. So, that is the information I have.
That makes more sense.
Excellente. Very cool. It also apparently has retro achievements. Love that.
Woo-hoo.
Love an achievement system.
So have you guys used retro achievements? Are you guys logged into that?
Yes.
I am not.
I mean, I haven't been able to do it a ton, but I have played around with it. And it's just kind of a fun way of adding on. It's free. You just got to set up a account on their website, and then you log in with that account on whatever the device that supports it, and it adds a bunch of achievements to.
It's pretty cool.
Games. Yeah,
I'd really like to get into it more. It's just sometimes I feel like it's hard to get it completely set up on depending on what device you're using, but it's definitely cool that it exists.
I'm going to have to check it out. I haven't really.
I mean, it's basically just like having like Microsoft or PlayStation achievements just for old games.
Yeah,
it's great. Save backups, of course, just like the GB operator. Authentication, ROM loading from the cartridge, and supports multiple controllers for 2-player action. I wonder if it will do 4-player. That is a question.
Yeah, I don't know if they didn't answer that directly, but
it'll handle.
I would imagine so, because you're basically plugging it into your PC, so you can obviously connect 4 controllers through Bluetooth.
Yeah.
I imagine the emulator would be able to do what it needs to do to mimic a multi-tap.
Play 4-player Super Bomberman.
Yeah, I mean that's the reason to do it for sure.
That's right.
And it supports the enhancement chips, Super FX, SA1, XC4, all that stuff.
That could not have been easy to do.
It says etc. So I'm wondering if it covers all of them. They haven't come out and said that it will do everything, but
yeah, that's got to be a tall order.
Yeah,
Super Nintendo stuff.
That's kind of what I was wondering. That's why I mentioned it in Discord. Like, I wonder how, because there's so many of those processing chips that got added to Super Nintendo cartridges over time.
Mm-hmm.
And the Game Boy is a lot easier to emulate. I wonder if they're going to do like NES and all that stuff too. That'd be great. NES.
I'd love it. NES, easier. Yeah.
I figured that NES would be easier than Super Nintendo. Kind of, maybe they don't feel like there's as much need.
Super Nintendo is probably more popular, like more in demand, which is why they pushed it, I would imagine.
Well, I know I said this last time, but I really want something for the DS.
Yes, DS would be awesome.
DS games worry me. I want to back them up. I'd also like a way to stream them. There's a lot of just like super weird stuff on the DS people don't know about.
That's so tough to stream.
Yeah,
get like a heavily modded system or emulate it.
The streaming device for the DS is like $200 or $300.
Yeah, it's insane
system.
It's insane.
I mean, you could just put your camera up to both screens, and
I've very seriously considered that with like my DSLR and just like have it stationary. But that can't be like, I mean, that's got to be so annoying to watch.
Oh, yeah, it'd have to be horrible.
Yeah. I don't know.
Maybe they're working on it. It does say they're working on other projects. They had, it's kind of funny. They had like in their announcement page, it says like, and more, and like they have it blurred out. And the text field behind the blurred out image is still accessible to highlight. So I like highlighted it, copied it, pasted it somewhere else, and then it's like, haha, you tried to copy and paste.
I love it when companies do that kind of stuff.
I was like, okay, yeah, they got
hilarious.
This is a great company.
It's like, I know you'd really like to know what we're working on, but
yeah, we should try to get them back on. They came on to talk about GB operator, and it was great. So we should have them back on for sure. Yeah, I unfortunately I didn't snag a pre-order yet. But I'm sure I'll grab one.
I will let you know. I got one.
I got enough Super Nintendo games to make it worth it. And I certainly use my Game Boy operator to back up Pokemon and Zelda and stuff like that. So
well, yeah, and more of my Super Nintendo games are starting to lose battery.
Yeah,
backups. I know you had that problem with Link to the Past, Dan.
I started to try to play my challenge game, which is Link to the Past, all the save files are deleted, which means there's no battery left. So,
Sam had that problem with Mario RPG, right?
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
Well, that was the one I bought. So
you bought it and it didn't have
played
save.
it and it couldn't save. So I replaced it. So I didn't really lose my save other than my first 30 minutes.
What if Epilogue sold us a docking system for all of their devices, and we could just have a tower, kind of like Sega
that would be
style.
awesome. That would be the greatest.
That's great. Let's go. Yeah, I love that.
I'll have to hop in the message board and make some suggestions for some weird stuff they can do.
I mean, I would love to see them do Genesis 32X. That'd be fun.
It's something I didn't think about. I doubt it works because there has to be support, but they should work with analog to where you can use the adapters from the Pocket in their GB operator to give you access to all of the. I mean, they'd have to retool their software to be able to emulate those other systems, but
yeah, I wonder if the hardware would be able to stream fast enough.
I think it should. I mean, I think that your computer's doing a lot of the work anyway.
And I guess it's just dumping.
Yeah, this is just an interface.
Have you tried it just?
Oh, I know it won't work. So I haven't
just
tried it.
Throw it in there. See what
Because I know it'll fit.
Because it'll recognize ROM carts. It just won't.
Yeah,
but
the analog Pocket is doing the work to be able to read the cartridge. I don't think the Game Boy operator is set up to read. It definitely isn't set up to emulate, and you're using their software to emulate. So,
that's true.
It wouldn't be able to emulate the TurboGrafx.
I just wonder if it would just dump a file, if you could just.
Now that part of it might work,
and then you could use whatever emulator you want.
But then it might also tell me that it's not a real game. So
it'll still dump it. It'll dump fake games. It doesn't care.
Yeah.
So I'm just wondering if if
you might still be able to use it to dump a file. Yeah.
Try it.
I have I bought all the adapters, so I can give it a whirl at some point.
Do it. Report back. That's your mission. Just dumping a file. Good. So that's all we have on the SN operator right now. When does it launch? When does it release?
I think it's April.
Okay, sweet. So we'll probably have another episode in April.
Yeah, sometime soon.
John gets his. He can talk about it. Did anybody else get one? Sam or Shannon?
I did.
Yeah, so Shannon and John can chat it up.
Just trying to see if I could find exactly when it ships.
So we're gonna, while John looks that up, next up we're gonna do some Virtual Boy chat because Virtual Boy's in the ether. It's in the air. We've been breathing and seeing red all over the internet because Nintendo has dropped release dates and launch titles for their next NSO console, which is the Virtual Boy, as well as the hardware that they're launching, which is you can get a very authentic looking Virtual Boy empty shell to shove your Switch in that gives you the quote unquote authentic experience of playing a Virtual Boy. You can also buy the cardboard from them to make your little headset. I bought at a thrift store years ago a Nintendo Switch compatible VR headset that just straps to your head. And I think I used it one time to try out Zelda when Breath of the Wild got its VR update, which is just awful, which is just nothing. It's a big nothing, terrible experience. Not good at all. But I just tested it out and it works fine on my OLED. So when Virtual Boy stuff drops, I'm definitely going to be trying that out. Because it doesn't have a permanent red filter like the cardboard, the Nintendo. That's just, I don't know why that made me so. For those listening who don't know, there's a lot of cool updates. You don't have to play the games in red. You don't even need a headset. You could just play the game on your flat Switch screen. It's really great that they're adding those features.
Did they make that the case?
Yeah.
They show you in the video of them peeling out the red lens.
So you can just play without any adapter whatsoever.
You just play on your screen.
Because that's what I was hoping for, but I couldn't quite tell. I watched it and I was like, well, I saw them doing that, but I thought, are they still making this so you have to have a device to play?
Well,
I don't know if I think you still have to have a way to split the screen. I think it still shows you two.
Are you all sure they don't?
I don't know. I don't feel like they're committing one way or the other, and I cannot. And this is driving me crazy because my take is I was on board. I was like, yeah, sure. I want the NSO experience or the Virtual Boy experience. Why not? And then time has gone by, and thank goodness, because I was like, do I really need a $99 piece of plastic to play these games?
$25 cardboard.
And I could, or even a $25 piece of cardboard. Like, I'm like, well, I guess that from a financial, and Flight C would be proud of us. He is our Wallet's defense force here. Mm-hmm. I was like, do I really need the $100 experience? Maybe I could do it for $25. And now I'm like, can I just do this just right on my system without having to use anything?
I'm almost positive that you'd be able to do that.
I feel like it would screw up my eyes to be staring through this thing.
And they don't want to lock people out of an experience. And what's going to happen is you're going to try it on the flat screen and be like, oh, I wonder what this is like in VR. Then you're going to go buy the $25 cardboard.
Right.
Or whatever third-party dumb thing you have laying around from a thrift store from years ago, like I have.
It states on their website that it's required to play.
Get out of town.
That's what they said initially, yeah. I don't think they've rolled that back. Because that would require them to actually change the original game files. Because I'm assuming it's hard-coded.
Just give them one eye.
With the overlapping displays.
Yeah, it's going to play.
But just give them one eyeball.
Run the game twice.
Well, I guess I'm getting $25 piece of cardboard then, because I love the idea of it, but $100 is just to play these games that I know I'm only going to be able to do.
Everything's just expensive now, though.
The thing that kills me is
amiibo.
The thing that kills me is that they went through the trouble to create that red lens filter on the physical one when they didn't have to, because they already announced that they're going to release an update that allows you to change the color scheme.
That's what I'm talking about.
The monochromatic color scheme.
So you just take it out?
Well, they could have just made the red built in like the rest of the colors, but for whatever reason they made a filter screen that makes it red.
Yeah.
Physically.
Here's the thing that's just absolutely, the red filter is permanent on the cardboard version. So you can't even change, if you can probably still change the color because they don't know, but it's still going to have the red.
Or when they come out with the update, they're going to have Nintendo scissors so you can cut the red out.
Oh my God.
You can just use the
Nintendo branded scissors.
Sliso.
Nintendo Sliso.
But I will give it to them that it does make it more like the original, because the original they used red paneled LCDs because of the price. They got them cheaper as a monochrome.
Yeah.
And they chose red because I guess red seemed to be the one that was the least annoying. I'm not sure.
I'm dumbfounded that they're requiring a VR headset. Here's the thing, John. I hear you that they didn't want to develop. No. They're not giving you. They're not giving you a lot of the thing with the Virtual Boy having the two screens or whatever. That was all hardware based. They had to take those files and cut them up and turn them into something that could be viewed on normal VR headset.
They're just running the game twice. It works just like regular VR.
They could give you one eye or the other and just give it full screen and just say, "Here you go."
That's how it works when it's simulated.
The experience is going to suck. Maybe the experience on a flat screen with the Virtual Boy is so bad that, or doesn't work at all with the games or something, that they were like, let's not let people do this because it's going to be a bad experience. I can see that, I guess. That being said, people have been creating flat panel screen emulation devices for Virtual Boy already.
They do.
Fine. So I don't know.
I think it would be fine. There are some games that really benefit from having it's not even really stereoscopic, but just the kind of 3D effect of layering the screens.
Yeah, I could see that.
But it's not any different than you deciding to play 2D version of like Mario 3D Land on your 3DS. You can do it. Is it fun? Not as fun as playing with 3D because it's hard to perceive how deep you are in the game with Mario. But you can do it. They give you the option.
I'm curious if there's going to be some way for the system to tell that it's using one of Nintendo's VR
Yeah, there
options.
has to be something in there that it looks for or something.
But I don't even know how they would do that unless it's like
going to plug in
the
with a
VR
USB-C.
headset is an amiibo. Why? The cardboard's not going to plug into a USB-C. I'll guarantee you that. So
Yeah,
I just want to know
true.
that I can use my VR headset. And it's not going to be like,
I wonder,
please use an authentic Nintendo.
I wonder if it's just going to be because it's going to be pretty much unplayable otherwise. Like you could probably pull it up and it'll just be the two images. So it's going to be pretty much unplayable without using the device.
Yeah.
But you'd still be able to technically run the games without the device. The thing of it is I played Virtual Boy exactly one time in my life. With the one person I know that had it, and I could play for about 15 minutes, and it gave me a headache. My eyesight and everything else has only gotten worse in all the years
and
since.
It's not comfortable at all.
It's just not comfortable. Like, that's why I'm like, $100 for the full experience when I'm going to be able to play 10 minutes at a time max, and just to basically try out all these, like, I want to play these games. I do want to try these games. We got this is part of Nintendo's history, but boy, I tell you, I don't is anybody going to be spending hours and hours in these games?
No. I mean, and it's 100% worth it to play them. The reason why the Virtual Boy sold poorly was not due to the games being bad.
No.
It was 100% the design of the Virtual Boy.
Right.
Like, Wario Land is perfectly serviceable. It's a Wario Land game. Like, it's good.
The game I'm looking forward to playing is that one unreleased jumpy game where you're like the little creature jumps onto the little platform.
Yes.
Looks super cool. Love it.
The one thing I'm curious about is, are they going to give us multiplayer for the games that were originally designed to have it? So
was that doable in real life?
It was not, but only because they never released the link cable between Virtual Boys. The games were designed with multiplayer. There were a few games that were designed with multiplayer in mind.
Like Mario Tennis, I'm sure.
Mario Tennis, yeah. Mario Clash, probably. There's probably some other ones. But they never released the cable because the Virtual Boy tanked, like, instantly. So it'd be really cool if Nintendo was like, hey, since these games were designed with multiplayer in mind, we'll give it to you.
I could see them doing that. They're doing unreleased games. Why not?
Yeah.
They already have the infrastructure.
Because I think it would be cool to play a game of Mario Tennis against somebody.
Yeah.
For sure.
So my other question then about this is, well, actually two of them. Is virtual bowling the same as the what was it? The Nestor's Funky Bowling?
So
it's not.
I remember looking into it. Yeah,
we got Nestor's
Funky Bowling instead, but they are different games. It's not
two
just
versions
like
of bowling and two versions of Tetris. Shannon, you're just going to eat. You're eating well.
But they didn't say anything about.
They have not confirmed Nestor's
Funky Bowling, and that's why I wondered if they just took the name off of it or something. But they are two different ones.
And I'm not sure if V Tetris actually did. I'm not sure if that came out.
Do we think? No, it's Japanese. No.
Yeah.
Do we think Nintendo doesn't own the rights to Nestor? Is that what we're debating?
Do they know he retired from the company and they no longer?
Yeah.
You're like, sorry, you can no longer use my likeness. I mean, because otherwise, why not?
Should we run down the launch titles? On February 17th, you can play Galactic Pinball, Teleroboxer or Teleroboxer or Telerobo.
I always say Teleroboxer, but yeah.
Red Alarm, Virtual Boy Wario Land, 3D Tetris, Golf, and the Mansion of Innsmouth.
Which is a Japanese title as well.
Yeah.
Is the mansion in a mouth?
That's the first one,
Spoiler alert.
is a Japanese that never came over to US.
Pretty good lineup though. I mean, variety. I'm kind of weirdly excited for golf. I don't know why.
You need to be more excited for Red Alarm. It is very
I've
Star
done
Foxy.
Red Alarm I've played. It does not control well.
Well, yeah, but it has the bones.
Speaking of the controls, can I just throw one more pet peeve out there? One more thing I'm upset about with this is that we're not getting a Virtual Boy controller
to go with the Virtual Boy peripheral.
Like for $100, can I get a stupid Virtual Boy double D-pad controller, please?
Will they let me like plug my original controller into this thing?
Probably not.
I want that. I want that now. So, give me. I'd spend $100 if the empty shell came with a.
I might be more likely
controller
to as well. Yeah,
but $100 for a plastic shell is what you get. So.
Yeah, there's literally nothing in there.
Sorry, I'm mad, but I'll get over it. I'm not going to buy it, so whatever.
They also listed a bunch of other games coming later this year.
Oh yeah,
Mario Clash, Mario's Tennis,
Classic.
Jack Bros, Space Invaders Virtual Collection, Virtual Bowling, Vertical Force, V Tetris, and two previously unreleased games, Zero Racers, which is that it looked to me like it was a F-Zero.
It is an F-Zero game.
Okay. Looks very good.
And then the D-Hopper game that Dan had been mentioning, which also looks interesting. Like a lot of these really do look interesting. I am a little frustrated that to play these games, you have to buy an extra peripheral, and they are not going to give them to us all at once.
Well, there's only so many. They have to kind of like...
But do they?
Spread these out
I mean, if I'm paying extra...
Not to mention, you also have to be a NSO expansion.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I'm already an NSO expansion pack member. I have to buy the extra add-on. Just give me all the games.
I mean, we don't know how much later, Shannon. This might be like a couple
months. This is Nintendo. They are going to
Shannon,
drip feed these
sorry,
once a month, one game a month for the rest of the year.
But Shannon, it's not like they're not going to release things in the meantime. You're going to forget this exists, and then in April they're going to be like, "Hey, here's this game," and then in July you'll be like, "Oh, this game." So just chill.
Maybe. All right.
I mean, I will say
it's more games than the GameCube app launched with. So
that is true. We're still waiting, and see, they drip feed that too.
And ultimately, like we're going to get probably nearly every Virtual Boy game.
Yeah, you are going to get... This is already close. Like, we're looking at...
there aren't that many more.
Jack Bros is confirmed, which is one that was surprising to me. Yeah, that's like the most really expensive one. It's licensed, like it's crazy.
No Panic Bomber on here, which I'm kind of surprised.
I mean, I don't
know why Hudson Soft wouldn't play ball, but...
Yeah, no, they will. You know they're all coming. It's just a matter of...
I mean, I suppose any company that made a Virtual Boy game is going to clamor for the idea of actually being able to collect
that. You mean we can make money off of this finally?
I guess it's Konami now. Holy moly. Have to play ball.
Oh, that's true.
Talk about a long play.
Right? Yeah, the biggest holdup would be companies that no longer exist and figuring out who to even...
Yeah, we might not get everything, but
Waterworld is not here.
Oh, Waterworld! Yeah, that's not coming.
Which is fine. I own Waterworld. I don't need to play that game.
Is it good?
No, it's horrible. It's like really bad.
Awesome.
But you now would have like save states and rewind. You might be able to get through it.
That's nice.
I don't know that you would even want to put the time into doing that. Like Waterworld is not good.
If it doesn't come to NSO, you're going to have to beat it, and you're going to have an episode about it. Because how else will we know, John?
That's right.
You're the one.
That's the one that I don't think is coming. Because
you're our guy.
Got all kinds of licensing issues.
The other one that looked interesting was the Space Invaders Virtual Collection. I didn't know that even existed. Is that Japanese only?
That's a Japanese only.
Yeah, that looks cool. Little like bottom to top view 3D.
That one, Virtual Bowling, and V Tetris are the other three. I think there was 4 Japanese games.
And Mansion of Innsmouth.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. One in the first round, the ones we're initially getting, the Mansion of Innsmouth is the only non NA game, and then we'll get 3 in the next round at some point.
I have to tell you, 3D Tetris 3D Tetris looks like it's going to completely destroy me. I do not have that depth perception well enough to I don't
know that it's gonna work and control well enough to be like anything.
Have a little
great.
faith. Have a little faith.
I'm really thrilled to see these like unreleased stuff, the Japan only stuff. That's always,
for sure.
Yeah.
That's always cool to me. Just as a I do have a lot of just historical curiosity about like this.
Definitely.
That's all. That to me always seems like going the extra mile. Like,
so
when they put Star Fox 2 on the SNES Mini, and then we eventually got it on NSO 2. That was cool.
The D-Hopper, the game that Dan's excited for, that's also an intelligent systems game.
So cool. So it's going to be good.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what other unreleased games are going to pop up. There were a few. So
yeah, it could be that we get more. Hopefully, Sam, are you getting the plastic, cardboard, or
I don't know. I might. I'm a little bit more stingy with my money at the moment, but
if you buy the cardboard one, you got to worry about your cat.
I think it. Yeah, well, the cardboard is just. It's too expensive for just cardboard. Is the thing like?
Yup.
At the very least, like. The plastic thing would be a decent display item. It would be.
It's a Labo.
It'll hold together.
That's what I'm saying, Sam. Too. Like if I fall into having suddenly a bunch of like money with nothing to do with, like it'd be cool to have a Virtual Boy sitting on my shelf that I don't have to worry about. Just to like have a Virtual Boy. Cool. Like plastic shell that I can use. Awesome. I just don't want to spend $100 on it. That's like what are we doing?
I still don't want to spend $70 on games, so
Yeah,
I have one coming, but I don't know what I'm even going to do with it yet. Like I don't know where it's going to go.
Sell your original and pay for it.
It's gone up.
Yeah, right. That's another thing. I could sell like 1 or 2 retro games that I have and be like, it's paid for. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. A lot yet to be seen with the Virtual Boy. I'm also glad. Can I say that I'm glad that it's not like weirdly a Switch 2 exclusive thing, like with GameCube?
Yeah, I don't think they're going to do that with any of the NSO
like
stuff.
with Super Nintendo games on the 3DS.
Yeah.
New 3DS
yeah, that was
only.
really weird.
Yeah, so good on them. That means I can actually use my Switch 1 VR headset with it, hopefully. If you already have the Labo VR kit, can't you just use that?
Should be able to.
Can you not?
I have a feeling it's going to function very similarly. It's probably where they got the idea.
Exactly the same. So,
I have that too somewhere.
I think my son may have destroyed it.
I still have all my Labo stuff. It's been up there collecting dust for the last 6 years.
Yeah, I did have it all. I brought it all down because my oldest son wanted to play the like vehicle game, which is
mine did too.
Arguably the best experience.
Except for my oldest son is 16.
Yeah, mine's 10. Mine's 10, and what had happened was he took all of the Labo stuff and like took it all apart and started like messing with it and breaking it in his room.
We had to replace the rubber bands in a lot of them because they had dry rotted.
For sure. And
we replaced them all, and he played that. That was like last year, I think.
I was mad at first, and then I was like, "What? I wasn't doing anything with it. Who cares? Whatever." Like just it was going to last forever. It's cardboard. If you really want to go buy a brand new Labo kit, they're like $20. They're very cheap.
There's a bunch out there. A lot of people never even opened them.
Yeah, they're unopened, just sitting there. Nobody wants them. Go buy.
We played the fishing game too, and it cracked me up because my son at one point in time had got all of the fish. Like he had completed the aquarium, and then he was playing it again. And he's like, "I don't know how I got all these because I can't play this for any longer than like an hour now." That's it.
The other game on there that I found a surprising amount of delight in was the little house with the little creature, and you like put the different. That one was great. That was like at least 30 minutes of screwing around. Like that's fun. The piano too. Really, really enjoyed the piano.
Did any of you guys have the robot kit?
No.
it looked cool. I have it. I didn't even build it, so mine's still. One day I'll crack that guy open, but it didn't look like there was enough gameplay to the game portion of it that made me want to spend 5 hours building the robot suit.
No, the vehicle kit is by far the best.
Yeah, and finding a place to put it after I'm done.
Man, reminiscing about Labo. I guess that's all we have for Virtual Boy for now. Oh, wait, John, do you want to talk about Wario whatever?
Yeah, I can briefly talk about it.
Yeah. How many hours you put in?
It was 2 hours, roughly. I think it maybe a couple minutes after 2 hours, but lots of cool stuff in there. The bosses are really well done.
Oh, sorry. What were you playing it on too? It was emulated, right?
Yeah. So I started out, I played it on my actual Virtual Boy for like a little bit of time. I went through like the first 2 levels and I was like, this is not going very good with my glasses and all the things that I'm going to struggle with this new Virtual Boy setup as well. But so I started emulating it on my Retroid Pocket 5. And like I said, you can emulate all the Virtual Boy games to the T with modern systems without any real issues. Like I said, the main issues you're going to run into depth changes but they're not even as hard to figure out as I would say like the stereoscopic 3D on a 3DS. So you could definitely like Teleroboxer might be a little more challenging, or heaven forbid you try to play 3D Tetris on it and see that moving around is probably going to be a pain in the butt. But you can easily emulate most Virtual Boy games, and they're all whenever you're only running one side of the screen. I mean, it's a 32-bit system, but it's basically like a red Super Nintendo game whenever you pare it down to that. So it's not all that demanding for anything. But no, Wario Land is fun. I enjoyed it. The very last boss battle was probably the funnest. Like you're fighting like I don't know. He looks like a genie, I guess, like a real evil looking genie, but you're jumping back and forth from the forefront of the screen to the background to do your attacks. And you're like when you're in the front, you have to dodge all of his stuff, and when you're in the back, you can hit him from the back to like kind of stun him or whatever. But it utilizes a lot of that. There's a lot of secrets in the game.
Oh, that's cool.
I did not unlock or I didn't find all of the artifacts, because at the very beginning of the game he loses like 12 artifacts. So I think I found like half of them, but I was getting frustrated with some of the level design and how like pixel perfect you have to be to like get close to something. It's definitely it doesn't play like a Mario platformer. So
how does it compare to other Wario platformers though, like Wario Land 3 and beyond?
I mean, it's pretty close to the Game Boy versions of Wario Land.
Those are fun.
It has a lot of backtracking, a lot of it's not very linear in its level layout. So like you're always, one thing is I do like how like the levels are pieced together, the doorways line up. So like if you can see something off to the side you can see it on the left side, you know that the way to get there is probably on that left side. So you might have to go over a room and go up and come back to it. But it's always over there. You don't have to worry about, it's not like Kirby where you just go in a door and you just magically appeared somewhere else and you're like, I have no idea where I even went. I just will have to figure this out later. You can usually kind of figure out how, where you want to go and then figure out in that direction how to get there. And then a lot of times you can see in the background that there's stuff going on and you can kind of get a feel for where you need to try to find an entryway. And you just have to remember that you're Wario, so you can like blow up most of the things in the level. So you just spend a lot of time shouldering everything, trying to break it, and then that's kind of the secret finder.
It's like in Metroid, like when in doubt, bomb it out.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
How well? And I know you played almost the entire game not in 3D, but how well implemented do you feel were like the 3D elements?
Wario Land's probably one of the better games.
What did it do that implemented the 3D in a way? What did it do?
I mean, there are obstacles that are in 3D that can attack you from the foreground or the background. It's like there's swinging spike balls that will rotate around a central point, and they get larger as they come forward to the foreground, and then they get smaller in the background. But if you're in the background, you have to jump over them, or they'll hit you in the background on their way back around. So like there's swinging ones that go back and forth like a pendulum that you have to watch out for. You want them to swing. If you're in the foreground of the game, you want them to swing into the background, then cross. Or if you're in the background, you wait for them to come forward, and then you go behind them. It's like there's definitely 3D, like there's depth to the game. And like I said, I think it's like probably one of the better ones. You don't have to have it. You could definitely get the idea of like there's nothing you're going to lose. Like I said, it's not like 3D Land where like if you're not playing in 3D, like you're struggling to figure out where you are in a 3D space. Since this is all 2D, you can still kind of work out how everything works without the 3D.
Is it almost entirely like all sprites that are moving in 3D space, or are there any like, because like in like Red Alarm, there's like 3D wireframes and stuff. Is there any of that?
Yeah, no, it's not like that.
Okay.
It's all sprite based.
Okay,
like it's basically if they took Wario Land for Game Boy and gave it two different planes to play on.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some. I like the 2-plane stuff. There's some of that in the Donkey Kong Country Returns series.
Yeah, it plays just like that. Just imagine that if, and I mean, you're not playing that in 3D, and you can still kind of work it out in your brain how that works.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, cool. Yeah, thanks, John. What are our other game challenges? Mine's Link to the Past, obviously, that I have to start. That I haven't, because Animal Crossing has taken over my entire life. So I apologize. Sorry, not sorry, I guess. But I'll get there. It'll be the next thing I
find
play.
the Super Nintendo and Animal Crossing and play Link to the Past on that.
That's what I need to do. That's going to get me in. I was going to say that there's nothing else coming out that's really like catching my eye until like Yoshi. So I've got a while before anything like really hits me that I got to play. So Link to the Past is for sure going to come in. Sam, what's your game?
It was Legend of the River King. I have not really played much of it since the last time we recorded.
We did do a little bit of a talk about it.
Yeah, we talked about it. It's interesting.
I got a chance to talk about it.
Cool.
One other thing I just wanted to mention. I know I mentioned this in the Discord chat prior, but because when we mentioned talking about Virtual Boy, I was like, was there an episode on Virtual Boy before?
Oh yeah,
and there sort of was. Not really. It was kind of like this. It was a bit of a topic hodgepodge.
We predicted
but
this.
Episode 32 of RetroLogic was mostly community questions, but Dan asked the community at that time, if we saw a reincarnation of the Virtual Boy, what form would you prefer? Mini console, NSO games, or some other third thing? And then I came in, because I was not even a host at this point, episode 32. And I said, I would say a mini console is unnecessary, but I think to re-release Virtual Boy, you need something capable of 3D visuals. The best case scenario would be to put them on the 3DS, but I think that ship has sailed. Otherwise, a mini system or Switch release with some sort of peripheral.
Let's go. Sam predicted
Labo, after all. I was not the only one. I think Laffer, that's Jesse from the Nintendo Dads, also said Labo VR Virtual Console. Nintendo said Labo is the only answer. Is anyone interested in playing a non-VR version of a game that's biggest hook is VR?
That's kind of funny that we said that back then, and now I'm like, why can't I play in 2D? Like,
well, and I think too back then, like Labo VR was pretty fresh in everybody's mind. So it's I guess they could do this.
I mean, we kind of got both. I mean, we got NSO and peripheral.
Yeah, They nailed it. I mean, good on them. I just wish we could play in 2D. I don't know. Yeah, seems like a switch that maybe they'll flip later and be like, if you didn't pick at the peripheral, wait. Okay, never mind. Sorry, my brain had a brain fart for a second. I was like, how are you going to play the games if you're not an NSO member and you can't buy the peripheral? But if you're an NSO member, that's how you play the games. So sorry, I'm an idiot. Move on.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think it's kind of a stretch to say that the Virtual Boy's main hook is 3D. Like,
no. Its hook is inaccessibility at this point.
Yeah. It's sort of the same way the 3DS's hook was 3D. Like it was, but also over time, most games just kind of ignored it.
Abandoned it. You didn't need it.
There are people that whose entire life is Shin Megami Tensei that are going to be absolutely obsessed with this because they could play Jack Bros. That's what's going to happen.
Yes and no. And we were talking about this on the Nintendo Dad server because somebody brought up the fact they're like, oh, Jack Bros came so that we could have Persona in the US, and I was like, I don't. That's not a true statement.
Oh no, I'm not. No, I'm not going that far. I'm just saying they'll be happy that it exists in a way they can play it.
It's so different that I don't know that any of them are going to really care. The people that wanted to play it have probably already played it.
I don't know. That fan base can be a little.
But it just cracked me up because he was like, yeah, that's why we got Persona. Because I was like, dude, that game sold like 50,000 copies. Like, I'm not even sure there's you could even link a person that played one and then played the other.
No, it shipped 50,000 copies. It sold 25.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I think even somebody mentioned on there, Waterworld is probably a more rare game. I think it sold less copies. It's just not as expensive because nobody wants it. It's poop.
Right. Yeah, right. That's funny. No, I was just saying it's crazy that a game based on that franchise it exists in on the Virtual Boy.
It's totally crazy. And, I mean, it's different. It's a different game than Persona for sure. It's just
for sure,
same universe.
I just know that people who are into those games are very into those games, and so it would be like a cool thing for them.
Like it's probably as tied into it as the what is it, the Namco universe with like all those games that are supposedly tied together, but they're not.
I don't know.
You also look that up sometime, Dan. I might send you down a rabbit hole.
I'll go down it. Yeah, send me a rabbit hole. I like a good rabbit hole.
There's like maybe 60 games. They go all the way back to like arcade games like Dig Dug, and all these games are supposed to be in the same universe.
Dig Dug? Yeah. Okay.
You'll have to look it up. It's called something I can't remember.
I definitely need to read into that.
Is this where people spend hours of time trying to link every single Disney animated movie together or something?
It might be worse, Shannon.
I mean, I've spent literal hours reading Donkey Kong fan lore, so I'll read this any day. We have one community couch question or discussion topic from Double D, who's in my neck of the woods enjoying some Texas snow right now. He says, I know I have my absolute favorite game franchises, but I'll also go through phases where I fixate on a series and I collect/play those games for a period of time. What are your favorite of all time and what are your current obsessions? Okay, so what is he asking? You have your favorite franchises and you go through phases with some games. So what are some of your favorite like fixation games that aren't like your top 5 franchises?
I think he means what are your favorite, like all-time favorite series, and then what's your current obsessions though? If you have any current obsessions that aren't part of your normal favorites. Got it. Yeah. So I kind of thought about this, and so I can answer it first real quick. So my all-time favorite series, well, Zelda is number 1, and I'd have to say Dragon Quest is probably number 2. And then, but as far as current obsessions, I got on board with the Trails series of games. So Trails in the Sky, first chapter was remade, and it's on Switch. And Adam was playing it for a while and talking about it on the server, and I am now completely obsessed with it. Talking about a rabbit hole, those games actually do all link together. There's not, 40 of them. There's, like, I don't know, maybe 11, 12 of them. Think almost like Final Fantasy, but if Final Fantasy actually did connect. It doesn't play like Final Fantasy or anything like that, right. But it tells like a story of this continent of countries, and like the different arcs take place in different parts of the world, but they reference each other. And then apparently there's a few games where you'll have characters from one game come over and join in a different game. And then
it's Pokemon.
What's that?
It's Pokemon.
It's Pokemon.
Different regions.
But it's all the same world, different Pokemon, same characters.
I was gonna say it's kind of like Avengers, because apparently you have these like Avenger team up games where they kind of start pulling from the other games. So you can kind of go down a rabbit hole. I went down a little bit of rabbit hole with that, and I was like, wow, this is actually really cool. So that's my current obsession right now.
Cool.
So
yeah, good stuff.
Just so you guys know, we don't lose sight of it. The name of that deal for Namco is United Galaxy Space Force.
Okay, this is Googling it right now.
Group of people that have put together a continuity linking classic arcade titles like Galaga, Dig Dug, Asconian, Xevious, and lots of newer entries. Like it just goes and goes and goes, and they've like linked to these. There's a timeline that's like goes out to the future, like the year 3000.
There is a timeline.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts.
So what you're saying is there's a chance that we'll get Mappy in Tekken, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd buy Tekken if they did that.
They already had Gone as a guest character, so why not, really?
Yeah, I don't... Like, Shadow Labyrinth just recently got placed in there.
Huh.
So like it's
okay. I mean, they're all futuristic, like
yeah, they're all like space shooters and stuff. But yeah, they're all they're supposedly all tied together in the same universe.
Oh, Dig Dug takes place in 2382.
Yep.
How about that?
So anyway, just to let everyone know, they
can
go.
I'm going to dig in
some time into that and figure that out. But
their website's really cool.
So, I guess for me, I'm very similar to Shannon. I think my go-tos are Zelda and Dragon Quest and Fire Emblem and a handful of other mostly RPG franchises. But I think here lately I've been more trying to branch out. I think after listening to what's his name? I'm horrible with names. But the Gamer Looks at 40. I think I want to try to start the Final Fantasy series from the beginning again and kind of go through some more of those games. And I've been on as far as collecting goes, I have collected all of these Square Enix PS2 games that were ever made.
Oh, really?
And then I have, I think, 3 games left to go, and I have all of the Square Enix PS1 games.
Wow.
What are the games you're missing?
I think I'm missing Chocobo Mystery Dungeon for PS1, Einhander, and then there's another expensive one that I need.
You got like Threads of Fate and stuff like that?
Oh, yeah. I've got everything but those. I think, like I said, I think I'm down to like 3 that I need.
Sweet.
That's impressive.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's taken me quite a while to get there, but so yeah, I need Tobal number 1, Einhander, and Chocobo Dungeon. Those are the 3 I have left out of
it's expensive stuff.
25 games or so.
So for me, like I have kind of like primary and secondary like franchises that I am obsessed with. Some of them don't really have games anymore, but that's what I like to play. So I have like primaries, probably like, your Donkey Kong games and your Zelda games and like Animal Crossing, Splatoon, that stuff. And then secondaries like Star Fox and Metroid, and although Metroid's probably more primary now because they're actually like pushing stuff out, and I'm really excited about it. So stuff that I've been into more lately that's like not my usual franchise stuff. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm not a huge roguelike guy. Like, I don't love feeling like a game's wasting my time. And a lot of those games feel that way. Like, and I know they don't. Sometimes they have like mini little upgrade systems and stuff, but sometimes they're just not my cup of tea. But I got really, really, really into both Hades and Hades 2. Hades 2 I'm still playing. Like, I still am doing runs in that game. It's so well done. So fun. So many different variations on runs, and the rewards are really worth it. Even if you're dying, you still feel like you're making progress.
Just don't play Rogue.
The story's
You'll totally
incredible.
waste your time.
Yeah. No, I'm very picky. Like, I probably played 3 roguelikes. Or no, I've played more than that, but the number of roguelikes that I like are basically the 3 that I've like kept playing. And the one of those is Hades, the Hades franchise. So really, really into Hades 2. That's pretty much it. I've been doing some Dungeons and Dragons, which is not a video game, but whatever. So that's really new for me, and I've been really having a good time doing that. And I picked up this game called Dungeons and Kittens, which is a Dungeons and Dragons variant for like little kids, so I could play with my kids, and they love it. They are so into it, and I'm having a great time DMing for them. So that's been new, and it's not video games, but it's still game adjacent.
It works.
And I've been having a good time with it. So yeah. Sam.
Yeah, I think it's probably more so that there's just those franchises that don't get new games.
Yup.
So I play them and then I put them back on the shelf and I wait a couple years and then I play them again. I have a lot of those because I like weird stuff that is dead.
Mm-hmm. Sam and I are alike, a lot alike in that way.
I think the core one that probably never goes away, even though it hasn't got a new game in a while, is Mega Man. I still play Mega Man X like every year. For a while, I played Earthbound pretty much annually. It's been a while since I've done that, but it was definitely a constant thing. It's harder to fit that in as an annual playthrough compared to Mega Man X, which I can beat in an hour and a half.
Is Armored Core a core series for you?
Armored Core is probably a bit more phasic, but that's something that I've definitely been building towards over the last couple years as I've been collecting them, and I decided to pull the trigger and start playing through the whole series because one of the things with Armored Core is you can transfer your save between games, at least within each generation, pretty much. So you can transfer your save data from Armored Core to Project Phantasma to Master of Arena. Those are the 3 PS1 games. And basically you keep all your parts you have unlocked. You keep Human Plus if you have it. And you keep all your money as well. So it actually makes the games a lot easier, the sequel games. I've actually heard Project Phantasma, which I have not played before because I didn't have it until recently. I've heard it's actually one of the easier games in the series. So it's not really designed with that in mind. I have heard that Last Raven is designed with that in mind. Like, it is considered the hardest game in the franchise. And it's like, yeah, you're kind of SOL if you aren't importing a save from Nexus. But yeah, there's a lot of those. I'd say Etrian Odyssey is another one of those that like every time I pick it back up, I get really absorbed into it. I think well documented on the RetroLogic podcast. Every time I play Advance Wars again, I like drop everything else to play Advance Wars.
Yes, love it.
So yeah, we need new Advance Wars, so then it can just be a more regular.
My
thing.
10-year-old started playing Reboot Camp recently and is really liking it. I've had to help him a couple times, but he's really into the strategy side of it. Love Advance Wars.
Sweet.
We had a new one, man.
I thought we were going to get a new one, man.
Yeah.
I would give everything for Intelligent Systems to just put Fire Emblem on ice for a little while.
Yep.
Doesn't have to go away forever, but you know,
they were getting a Three Houses.
They made so much good stuff.
On. That's what they're too busy for Advance Wars. We need Switch Wars, right?
Switch Wars.
There you go.
No, they're always named after the console they're on. So
yeah, I miss Advance Wars.
I guess it wasn't DS Wars. Like they stopped doing it there.
It's Advance Wars.
Well, yeah.
It wasn't called Famicom.
It was Battalion Wars. On
it wasn't called Famicom Wars forever either.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It was Famicom Wars, and then Super Famicom Wars, and then they didn't do it for 64, and then it was Game Boy Advance.
But I think Advance Wars specifically became kind of a brand, so that's why they kept it with that title on the DS.
It's got known characters.
What's weird is Battalion Wars on the GameCube.
There's even Game Boy
I think
Wars.
They wanted to communicate it was different.
Well, and it's almost tangentially related. It's not even the same. There's not the same characters, which is what I care about, and it's just a vastly different like style of play. It's not even the same.
Oh,
to be fair, neither is Days of Ruin.
It's not that different though. It's not like a totally different
but
genre.
As far as characters,
true. Yeah,
I was gonna say I think the original games just didn't really have characters.
They need to bring back the original cast, and they need to bring back.
Unfortunately, Reboot Camp did not sell well.
Yeah.
So. People need to have better taste.
That's the primary problem in life. Let's go.
They're all too busy buying GTA 5 again.
When really they should be re-releasing Space Station Silicon Valley. All right, enough DMA design talk. Anybody else have anything to say before we wrap up? Almost 2 hours on RetroLogic episode 139?
Close enough.
Yeah, that's it. I know. See, my intuition's still kicking. I guessed 139 and I was right.
Amazing.
I predict that tomorrow I'm going to have way more money in my bank account for some very legal and non-nefarious reason.
Dr. Nefario over here.
All right. Well, thanks for listening to the RetroLogic podcast. We are proudly part of the Nintendo Dads family of podcasts. If you like what you hear, you can check me out on Blue Sky at retrologicgames.bsky.social. You're also welcome to jump onto our friendly and 100% non-toxic Discord community. The link to that is in my Blue Sky bio, and then everything, including the Discord link, is at our website, which works now, which is RetroLogic. Excuse me, internal burp. Hope you didn't hear that. RetroLogic.games.
So did you put a redirect from RetroLogic.games to the new website?
That's what I had to do because it at the time it was still like, dude, I had to like.
The last episode we tried it and it didn't work, so I was like, well, I'm just going to post. I was like, I'm going to post the link to the new website in the notes.
It works.
They don't even have to look for it.
I just tried it and it works.
Sweet.
I had to do so much BS to even get the redirect to work. Like I had to like cancel all my Squarespace stuff and then like add like the link from Google over to Squarespace so that Google recognizes that it's the same person. Then I had to move it all over to Google, and then Google is still giving me problems. I just need to hire someone to do it, but I also don't have any money, so I was kind of just like, I'll figure it out. And I figured it out. It's forwarded, but whatever. The URL works. That's all I care about. All right. I'm leaving now. Goodbye. We'll see y'all next time. Next time, if all goes well, next time we'll have our good friend, third, I was about to say third strongest mole. He'll be here probably. We'll have Moses,
Probably.
AKA the well-read mage, to come on, and we're going to talk about video game genre or lack thereof.
We'll have to see if the well-read mage can beat the third strongest mole.
They're friends, though.
I'm talking about a Price is Retro.
Like a sparring.
I'm not that good at prices.
I was going to say, you might have a better chance than we think.
I don't know that Moses is either. We'll see.
That's also fair.
Okay,
All
bye
right.
for real now. Bye.
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 Bye.